Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we have the Galaxy Z Flip7 in coral red to unbox today. Now I'm super excited to see what Samsung's done this year because that bigger screen that I've seen online just looks really great. So let's take a look at it for ourselves. There it is. That looks really pretty. I couldn't decide between this one and the navy or the shadow blue, but I think if you get either one, it's gonna be gorgeous. And right now there's no crease, but let's close it. Now you can see a little crease. Have the Z Flip6 here. So it is a little wider. We have a little bit more wider profile on the Z Flip7 versus the 6, if you can kind of see that there. But it feels nice and light. I think it's like 188 grams. But we'll put that to the side. Let's see what else is in the box, because it wouldn't be an unboxing if we didn't take a look. Of course, our SIM ejection tool. Our quick start guide. And then a USB-C to USB-C cable. It feels really nice to open. I don't know if that's because of the new hinge design. Because I know every time Samsung says that they're continuing to refine the hinge to make it more durable each year. So far it felt really nice to open. Let's turn it on. There we go. Okay, immediately what jumps out is this flex window. It's gotten bigger and brighter, so it's now edge to edge at 4.1 inches compared to the 3.4 inches on the Flip 6. So let's actually get this set up so we can take a look at a couple things. And now adding a fingerprint is a lot easier than having to lift it each time, so that's pretty neat. All right, got it set up. Let's go to the home screen. So let's take a look at the aspect ratio. So it definitely looks more like the size of a regular phone. It is a little bit more wider, not as rounded on the corners. I didn't know about that. It's interesting. Definitely feels lighter. Let's take a look at these faces. I like having more information on it. I'm not in Washington, but we'll just leave it like that. And then these different widgets. Open the cover screen for widgets. So you can add all of these. And honestly, I don't like these buttons on the bottom, so I need to change it to gestures. There we go. Now I feel like more at home. Okay, so I don't really have anything going on right now. Now, even though the front display is bigger, so it could accommodate, you would think it could accommodate more apps. It doesn't do it natively, so you still have to go through Good Lock, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go into the Galaxy store to get that set up. because this phone, what's the point of this phone if you can't put cool things on the cover screen? So go to store, then we'll click multi-star, download that. Then launcher widget, so we'll add just a couple. No, like I like Spotify. Just put Instagram. Oh, look, now we have the now bar as well. Yep, I'm a Red Sox fan. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway. And there we go. Let's see if anything will open. Sure. Allow notifications. And you can watch YouTube. And the front screen is now 120 hertz display. Okay, first off, isn't it funny that the front display is 120 hertz, but the base iPhone 16 is 60 hertz? Just putting that out there. Anyway, so we can scroll. Now, I'm not really gonna use that to watch YouTube on, but it's cool to have the option. But look how cute this is. This is such a little statement piece. Like, this is the flip, like all the flips, you know? They're just a little statement piece. This color is so girly in my opinion. Now, for the cameras, I think they're unchanged. We have a 50 megapixel main camera and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. And we just taking photos. You can see what's going on, all that chaos. Don't look at it, don't look at it. I'm just kidding. It's easy to take photos with that front display, and if you want to do a group shot, I mean, you've seen all of this stuff before, but I'm just having fun. Put your hand up. Kind of a bad angle, but that's what we're working with. But that's cute. And then you, of course, you can get Gemini Live. Oh, I guess you can't get it on the cover screen. You have to open it. Or, oh, yep. Hello. How's your day? Oh.
Hello. How can I help you today?
So, yeah, you can talk to Gemini from the front display. So cool. Okay, but as cute as this phone is, let's talk about something serious. Now, the processor on the Z Flip7 this year is not the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. It is an Exynos 2500 chip. Now, this is my first Exynos chip on a phone since I'm in the US. And I'll be honest, I was a bit surprised by this because last year and the previous years, the Fold and the Flip would have the same Snapdragon chip, whichever chip that the S series had when it came out earlier in the year. And up front, it's a little bit of a disappointment because again, previous years we've had the same chip and the price, to my understanding, is the same. So, you know, why the Exynos chip? Now, Samsung hasn't given a full explanation, and it likely comes down to a few things. First, using their own Exynos chip can help cost control, allowing them to keep the Z Flip7 price competitive. I mean, we do have other flips out there. You know, Motorola has their own line and things like that are available in the US. And then second, the Z Flip's ultra thin and compact design make thermal management tricky for powerful chips like the Snapdragon 8 Elite. But then again, the Fold 7 is really thin and has the Snapdragon 8 Elite. So I don't know. Also, if you really think about it, like the Z Fold and the Flip, yeah, they're foldables, whatever, if you will. But I think, you know, they target different audiences, right? The Flip series focuses more on the design and the appeal. Again, it's a cute phone. It's definitely like more lifestyle-y. I think a lot of people getting this phone don't really care about the raw performance. They just want a phone that works. I know I've seen like online a lot of girls coming come from the iPhone and get this phone because it's so cute, compact, and it fits in small purses, small pockets. It's aimed more for lifestyle users versus gamers or productivity users. You know, that's where someone who wants that is going to get either the Ultra or the Fold 7. So I kind of get it from like that strategic perspective. My main hope is that it can just keep up with regular daily demands, especially with the new Galaxy AI features, and offer consistent smooth performance. I mean, I'll definitely be putting this to the test in a full review, of course, later on, you know, dealing with daily typical use, social media, and things like that. So I hope, again, a smooth experience. So it's going to be an interesting move, and I'm interested to see how that translates into real world. Now, is the Z Flip 7 worth the upgrade if you have a Z Flip 6? Let's be honest here. For most people, phones aren't really meant to be upgraded each year. And I don't really think that the Z Flip 7 has anything that's giving like a must-have upgrade from the Z Flip 6, unless you can get a really good trade-in deal like I did, because I'll be trading in my Z Flip 6 for the Z Flip 7 since I bought this with my own money. And Samsung is really good at having good trade-in deals. So if you can snag it on a good trade-in, sure, why not? But if you're happy with your Z Flip 6, don't really need to spend the money for the Z Flip 7. I don't think it's worth the upgrade, if I'm being honest. I mean, yeah, you get the bigger edge-to-edge display for the flex window with 120 hertz. Refresh rate. Is 120 hertz necessary? I don't think so. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. I don't know. It's nice to have, though. Beyond that, I mean, the camera software enhancements with Pro Visual Engine are significant. You are getting a bigger battery. You're getting a 4,300 milliamp hour battery, up from 4,000 on the Z Flip 6. And yeah, as mentioned, the new Exynos 2500 itself, which is a point of discussion, should still offer, you would think, a bump in speed and efficiency over the Z Flip 6 chip for most tasks, but only time will tell on that one. Now, for those who have a Z Flip 5 or anything older, then yeah, this jump to the Flip 7 will feel more substantial across the board, especially with that flex window camera and battery improvements. But of course, for me as a tech reviewer, getting my hand on the latest tech and gadgets is kind of part of the job. So here we are. And I am not happy with this color. I will say last year when I unboxed this one, I was, you know, this is the color that I wanted when I pre-ordered, but then when I got it, it was very like lackluster and I kind of regretted the color. But this one, I don't think I'm gonna have any regrets. I hope not. It looks so cute, and I guess you could always just put a case on it. But it's just a powerful device. It's a statement. I'm excited to test this out as well. There you have it. That's my unboxing and initial thoughts on the Samsung Z Flip 7. And in a few weeks, I'll dive deeper into a full review. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But if you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe for more tech-related content, and let me know down in the comments what you think of the Z Flip 7. Are you upgrading? Are you keeping a previous Z Flip? What do you think of the refinement Samsung made on this one? Or the coral red color? Do you really enjoy this one? Let me know down below. But again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!